Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Welcome back to What's on the Playlist today. Today, I'd like to talk about a band called the Muffs, which image of which you will see right here. I think my screen is tilted. I can't tell. I think the box that I've got this thing set on is maybe bent a little. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to talk about the Muffs. So, the Muffs is they're listed as a pop punk band. Not sure why that is. Maybe because they're not harsh enough to be punk rock. Who the hell knows? Formed in the early 1990s, 1991, I think. They released their debut album, self-titled The Muffs, in 1993. This is what I would call scream rock. Lead singer, and her last name is Shattuck. I think her first name is Christine. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Anyway, Shattuck's voice definitely is a dry rasp. And there's at least one of the songs in this album, which I can't remember which one. She basically opens up by screaming. It might have been one of the singles. This album did have 3 singles. Lucky Guy, Everywhere I Go, and Big Mouth, I think were the 3 singles released for this album. They did, I think, moderately well on the indie and alternative record stations. Not indie, alternative, and college record stations, forgive me. Not too much charting in standard rock and roll stuff. I don't think they charted well there, but the band was critically well received. A lot of, like record magazine, music magazines and stuff for the 90s said they were, a good up-and-coming band. This list is like, people list like, top punk bands you never heard, that you missed during the 90s and stuff. Muffs are generally critically well received, so it's a shame they didn't get more popular and more radio play. The instrumental music itself is fairly simple, as most punk rock is. Standard 3-chord riffs. Lyrically, though, they're a bit more complicated than you would expect. Shattuck's, sneering, screamy rasp definitely has the, the dark, gritty, what do I call it? Cynicism. You really expect from punk rock. There's that, everything sucks and kind of attitude, but it's done here with more of an upbeat sense. Looking this up, I found like the video for the Lucky Guy single, and like she's smiling as she's singing the song, despite the fact that lyrically it's very cynical. So that kind of contradiction that you don't often get in the more harsher punk rock music circles and sounds. The band had a bit of a mix-up in their roster after this album, after they finished touring, for various reasons. And I don't remember where or how I was introduced to this band. I really don't, which is unusual. Especially since this is kind of out of my wheelhouse. I really like this album. The lyrics are not overly complicated, but they're very catchy, especially in their delivery. The one song that is on this album that does fit more into my usual style of music is the final song on the album, All for Nothing, which is more of a slow, melancholy ballad with just an acoustic guitar. It's a very, like one of the line of the song is, "I don't want to think this is all for nothing." So like it has some of the similar cynicism of the rest of the album, but it's a bit more philosophical and, like I said, melancholy than you get from the rest of the album. I really like the final song, but being more of an acoustic thing, it does not really match the rest of the album. The rest of the album is definitely her screaming in the microphone, with that dry rasp that she has. but still, this is just a fun, catchy album. And I don't remember where I got this from, because back in the early 90s, this was before YouTube and social media was really a big thing, which is, after getting married, having kids, I didn't get out as much as I used to. So being introduced to new music wasn't something, it was usually something one of my friends did. Someone would show up in the house and we'd go for a ride in their car and they'd be playing something and, say, hey, well, this is cool. What is this? And they'd tell me and I'd go and buy the album if I liked it well enough. So that might have been where I got the Muffs from, where I heard of these people from. Shattuck is also basically the lead writer, singer, and guitarist for everything that the band does. They had a small career early on, broke up, reformed, but she remained, for the band's entire career, their lead singer and vocalist, their lead singer and lead songwriter. Singer and vocalist are the same thing. I'm not sure what else I can say. The video for Lucky Guy, I didn't really like all that much. I was trying to find the song where she just screams in the microphone for the opening, like just ah, and I didn't want to keep looking. Not because I didn't care, but I just wanted to get down and get this recorded. The video itself is just kind of, obviously I don't know. I can't say obviously, but they tried to do something and it didn't work out for me. It didn't appeal to me for who knows why, but I love the music. It's a, I kept saying, I kept saying whatever. I keep repeating myself, which I seem to do a lot in these music videos. I can't seem to nail down a good way to hammer these music reviews home, which is weird because I'm so passionate about music that I can't find a way to talk about them better. Anywho, that's my review of the Muffs' debut album. If you like this video, as always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, I have no idea what to tell you because it's crap. And until next time, good hunting. I gotta fix the angle of this camera. It's tilted.